This video is for the Byrna TCR 7-round magazine. For some reason, my spring got stuck on the bottom. Paintballs or rubber balls, whatever you're using, nylons, they went down all the way in the mag. I had 7 in the magazine loaded up. I took all the ammo out, and for some reason, the spring got caught. So these screws are Torx 10, I'm pretty sure, T10s. Yeah, 10s. And you have to be careful with this spring, obviously, because it's pressurized. And there's this little spring right here that could pop out. Making this video because I didn't find anything on Google or other people with this issue. I think maybe I found like a Reddit post, but nobody had pictures or video or anything of how to do this. I don't have any camera stand or anything like that, so it's gonna be kind of crappy like showing you how to do this, but it's not that hard. You have to put this spring into that little hole on this plastic thing. You put this with the little notches facing outwards. It's like a plastic rod with these little grooves on it. And then this piece, there's a little like track inside here. This spring kind of snaps in place once you get that track like in the right spot and everything, and that's to pretty much keep the balls in. If you don't have this paddle thingy in here, the balls will just fly out whenever you have ammo loaded in this, because it's just gonna press it all out and fly out the front. I'm gonna put the camera down and try to put this back together so you can see. So that's the paddle thing. This is the little spring. This is the pole. I don't know what else to call this, like a pole rod or something. This is that little paddle thingy on the back. And then the back spring, it like stays on this little plastic notch. When I first took this apart, it was okay, like this little spring didn't fall out, but it can fly out, so you want to be careful with this. It's probably easy to find a replacement like somewhere, but I don't have a measuring tape with me to measure this. So this just goes in here. You get this thing. It has these little like nubs to fit in this little slot right there, and you just push it in there. Move the spring out of the way really quickly. The camera just fell kind of right now. So yeah, that's in there now. I don't think it has to be perfect, as long as it has pressure to keep the paddle like locked in so the balls don't go flying out. So that's pretty much good. You want to put the spring, like push it up against this notch, and then there's also like a notch on this pole thingy, and then you just put everything back together after that. This other part is kind of hard to do, but not that bad. This part right here. So this thing has a little hole in it, and this empty spot, like going through right here, it fits on this paddle thingy. I don't really know what the purpose is of this. I've just been, like I said, I couldn't find any breakdown of this magazine or anything, so I'm just kind of winging it, but it seems to work okay after I put everything back where it looks like it's supposed to go. And I think my spring just released on the front. Yeah, it just came apart in the front. But once you get it all like dialed in, it's not that hard to put back together. I'm just not that experienced at this, so the first time I took this apart, which was yesterday, took me about 5 minutes to figure out what to do. This back paddle has like a dowel, just like the front one has a dowel, and that goes right here inside the magazine housing. So that's in there now. The back of the spring rests up against this magazine, the inside. And now I'm going to put this spring back because it popped off. It'd probably be easier to do this part first and then do this part. And then lastly, put this spring back in here, which is like super like light. There's not really much tension. It's pretty flimsy. Alright, so everything's back in. I'm gonna put the spring back. Hopefully this helps somebody. I know I couldn't find anything, but I didn't look that hard to find how to repair one of these things or like put everything back. I'm gonna put the phone down because it's too hard to do this with one hand, and I don't have a camera stand or anything like that, so yeah, you just place it in there, make sure it's in. The front of this magazine has a little like notch right here, and it goes like underneath this part, so and then you have to line up this thing. It's like this on the other side too, but you have to line it up with this track. And yeah, I don't know why it gets stuck. It didn't used to do it, and then now it's kind of getting stuck. I don't know if it's getting stuck on this thing or if it's just like, I don't know. It's a Byrna. I have no idea what's going on with it. Hopefully I don't have to do this if I actually need to use this thing in some sort of situation, but I don't think I will have to, but you never know. That's why you buy these. Okay, I think everything's locked in, and I'm just gonna put these screws back in. All of them are the same. As far as I can see, none of them are longer than each other, so it doesn't matter which way you put them, as long as you're not like cross-threading or stripping the holes. Okay. Probably by the trees, by the trailer. Alright, and it's pretty much done. This goes down now. I don't know, it was getting stuck down here. I don't know why it was getting stuck, but it was. And then this thing works. It doesn't stay loose. The spring in there is like pushing it back.